So this is my Raw review, and this was a good Raw. I would not say the epic Raw that Triple H was saying, but I don't think there was anything particularly bad that happened on the show, and there were entertaining segments that I think probably Solo Sikoa's best WWE match happened. The match he had against Gunther, which was a horse fight. And it probably showed how Solo Sikoa, like which kind of opponents Solo Sikoa, you know, would probably give his best, and those opponents will give out his best for them. In the end, and even then, they protected Solo Sikoa a lot in the loss because they had him, they had Gunther low blow him essentially and then give him a power bomb due to, first Tala Tonga trying to interfere but getting nutted and then doing all that. So yeah, I mean because I think probably they're gonna have at the MFT win the tag title. So and also they've had Solo getting beaten like a drum for the past few months, anyways. And you also had LA Knight getting a surprise win over Jey Uso. Like the whole night, you had Jey Uso not being himself because when he came to the ring, I think what was her name? Jessica Raymond, what was her name? I forget that he was also like not giving an interview to her. He was like, like the old 2023 Jey Uso. In the match, he gave a splash, he went for the pin. LA Knight kicked out, but when he did the hands up and Hindi, then he surprise rolled him up for a pin and won. And the people went crazy because they're like, Jey Uso lost. Jey Uso and LA Knight versus Gunther is gonna happen in the finals. You had LA Knight confronting Gunther too after the match. Yeah, Gunther is probably gonna win, but at least they are doing something well. And in LA Knight, I do hope they do more. It's kind of funny how they were like, oh no, we need to protect Solo Sikoa against Gunther. Like you need to get that nut shot in. But while he has lost clean to Sammy, I know just a few months ago he has lost to Roman. He has lost to everyone. So it's like it's kind of funny though. Then you also had, you know, some of the women's stuff happening. Liv Morgan confronted Stephanie Baker backstage, so it kind of looks like probably that's the next program because you also had I think you also had in the end, Judgment Day ended the show with them standing tall over everyone. Where you had Liv Morgan slap Dominic and then kiss him too. They laid out a few people as well. So it kind of looks like the Judgment Day storyline is back on track because you also had, Finn and JD being like, oh my god, okay, why didn't this happen to me? And Finn being a little bit just like, what the fuck is happening? So finally, that storyline is back on track again. And then, otherwise, I think it was a pretty fine show. You had an awesome promo by Braun Breaker too, where he was essentially breaking down CM Punk that, that you act like the veteran that you are now. See that you tell that you're gonna give promo with the big guys now. See, look at me giving a promo, and he was being real nice, but then those Steiner jeans came out, and he was like, and he threw his like jacket. Logan Paul was even like, oh yes, like, and it was, you should go watch this promo. Like this shows Braun Breaker's getting ready, and CM Punk is going to defend his title against him on the January 5th episode of Raw. So there is a lot of time because December has just started. So it's like more than a month away. I do want to see what happens on Saturday though. I mean, next Saturday because you're gonna have Gunther and LA. I think they're gonna promote the match on Friday and then have the match next on Raw. I would probably say you also had AJ Lee, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defending their titles against the Warrior. Against the New Day. Pretty good match. One thing I do like that they know that they don't have any storylines with the tag titles, and they know that AJ Styles has gotten a revival also due to his, Cena match and everything, his feud with Dominic. We've given him the titles with Dragon Lee, who honestly at start was a project, didn't really work out, but they're like, okay, we can establish him with this. So they're just having them defend it in open challenges. So they're defending it against War Raiders next week. The spot which happened in the end, where like I think Dragon Lee like where I think Dragon Lee did a move, then Kofi like flipped onto AJ and AJ hits the Styles Clash and they won was pretty good as well. So things are moving in the right direction. Like I think Raw was pretty good. I don't know about it was not as epic as Triple H said, but I think this is probably what you want every week. You have good matches, you have good storylines, you have storyline progression. I don't know what else can we demand. Maybe you can say that there should be younger talent, but then they're doing that with Braun Breaker too. Maybe they should do it more. I think they will do it more. So let's see what happens with that. So that was my Raw review. What do you think about Raw? Tell me in the comment section. What do you think about my review? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is shabboy@okicici, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which you can, which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for you for today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.